The man accused of kidnapping a 13-year-old girl in Wisconsin after killing her parents reportedly regrets what he did, and he's ready to own up to his crimes finally in court. Police say Jake Patterson kept Jayme Closs in a remote cabin for 88 days before she finally escaped. Now, a local news reporter in Minneapolis says the suspect told him in a letter he plans now to plead guilty. And as for the murders and kidnapping, quote, "I can't believe I did this." Our correspondent Matt Finn is reporting live now from our Midwest News Hub. Matt, good to see you.
And in that letter from jail, Jake Patterson wrote that he does not have the mind like a serial killer. Instead, he says murdering James and Denise Closs was, quote, an impulse. And what led him to kidnap their 13-year-old daughter, Jayme, is not black and white in his eyes. In a letter to a KARE 11 TV reporter, Patterson also wrote that he has huge amounts of remorse and had no real long-term plan for what he was going to do with 13-year-old Jayme Closs that he held captive in his remote house. He also addressed what he told police, writing, quote, "I knew when I was caught, which I thought would happen a lot sooner, I wouldn't fight anything. I tried to give them everything, which wasn't completely honest, so that they didn't have to interview Jayme. They did anyways and hurt her more for no reason." Also, when asked about how he plans to plead at his arraignment later this month, he writes, "Plead guilty. I want Jayme and her relatives to know that. Don't want them to worry about a trial. Was actually going to on the 6th, but in a case like this, it's not really loud, so the judge moved it to the 27th of March. Patterson writes about keeping up on the news of the girl he was holding captive, writing, "I followed it through my phone. If something popped up on TV about it, I would change the channel. I would tell Jayme, I'm sorry, I can't watch this. I don't know what she knew." And more on what caused him to allegedly kill the Closs parents and abduct Jayme. He wrote, "At the time, I was really pissed. I didn't want to. The reason I did this is complicated. No one will believe or can even imagine how sorry I am for hurting Jayme this much. Can't express it. I'm sorry, Jayme, for everything. I know it doesn't mean much." Patterson also writes that he did not confide in anyone about his crimes. He claims his father came to the house on Saturdays, and that's when he forced Jayme to hide in his bedroom. Fox News reached out several times to Patterson's public defender, but so far he has not responded to our requests. Ed.
Matt, so far Jayme and her family have not released any details to confirm or deny what Patterson claims happened. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, as you can imagine, this family is immensely happy to have Jayme Closs back. They have released some pictures of her back at home with family and the dog, but they have not released any details about what she might have told them. So far, they said they have not really pressed her for exact details about what might have happened to her in this house. Ed.
All right, Matt Finn live for us today. Thank you.